What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today in this video we're going to talk about 9 mega cap stocks in this video. But before we get started, please hit that thumbs up button. That is greatly appreciated and that really helps out with YouTube algorithm. And if you want to support the channel and get my daily trade ideas, my swing trade ideas, 3 days of live trading in my Discord, definitely check out the Patreon. I'll leave a link down below in the description. And if you are new to this channel, consider subscribing. And now let's get right into it, guys. On AMD, it's down 0.74%. And look at this, guys. Anytime you see a big name like AMD hitting a support level multiple times, at some point it's going to break. And AMD again coming down to 100 and now trading at 101.61, down on the day 0.74%. We got a doji indecision candle right here on this daily chart. So AMD going into tomorrow, it needs to hold 100. If not, you're going to see at least retesting this trend line right here on bottom, and that is around 96 to 97. And below that, a quick flush all the way down to 89 possible on AMD if this thing breaks below 100. Now to the upside, strong resistance at right here around 104, blue line 5 SMA, and just above that 105.63. And only AMD can break white line 20 SMA. Then you are going to see a quick trip up to 107 to 108 to retest this resistance trend line right here on AMD. On Nvidia, stock is down 1%. Now, I said it last night, Nvidia closing right here at 439. I mean, it's looking really bad right here on Nvidia because this channel that was holding for a long time right here, as you can see, and now it's breaking below the channel, and that should take Nvidia all the way down to at least 420, which we saw yesterday, and below that possibly coming down to 400. But it's not going to happen that quickly because look at this Bollinger Band right here. It's actually pointing down to the downside. So this Bollinger Band will move down right here, and then slowly, unless we get that breakout above 439, you're going to see Nvidia slowly coming down and possibly even filling this gap at 395. So to the upside, you want to watch 439, 445, 454.60, 464, and to the downside is a support 428.60, 420, and then a quick flush all the way down to 400, and then the gap below 395.30. On Netflix is up 0.5%, and this one cannot break above 400. And this is gonna be a key level to watch. If this thing can actually break 400, you're going to see a little bit more upside all the way up to 406 and then maybe even 419. Now, as a support, now lower Bollinger Band actually coming down, sitting at 387.15. So I would say right here, watch out for the support and then the gap below 383.76. We also have another strong support on Netflix down here, 376. And to the upside, it needs to break above 400. And then you're going to see a little bit more upside up to 406 to 419 on Netflix. On Apple stock, it's up 0.62%. And look at this rally. There is not much going on behind this rally. I mean, look at the volume today, guys. It's actually less than yesterday. So Apple going up. And again today, if you notice, it's coming down to exactly pretty much 177, holding that as a support and now trading just above 179 at the closing. So I think what's happening, I mean, we could see Apple stock possibly getting that breakout above 180, and that is this white line 20 SMA on this daily chart, and also 13 SMA, this orange line. And Apple can actually break above 180. You're going to see in the short term Apple filling this gap right here at 181.47 and then possibly coming all the way back down to fill this gap at 167. So tomorrow, watch the resistance right here, 180, and then the gap above 181.47. We also have resistance at 183. To the downside, a big level of support on Apple, 177. And if that gives up, 173, 170, all the way down here. On Amazon, stock is down 1.68%, and this is the only trade I took today on Amazon. right here at 138, getting some 140 calls, and within minutes getting stopped out for a 20% loss on Amazon because right here, guys, this was the zone right here on Amazon to get some calls right here, retest this breakout, and also hold this white line 20 SMA. And now, as you can see, Amazon went right through it, all the way down to almost 135, hitting red line 50 SMA. And now it's back up slightly, but under 138. We got a gap on top, 139.22. So tomorrow on Amazon, you want to see Amazon above 138. And only if that happens, it's going to fill this gap on top, 139.22, and then possibly can move higher up to 140, 141.51. Now, Amazon cannot get that breakout above 138, and Amazon gives up this support 135 right here. You're going to see a lot more selling all the way down to 130 and possibly slightly under 130 to close this gap down here 129.84. On Google stock, we got a flat day on Google, and Google coming down to 137, as you can see on my screen, and holding 13-day moving average right here as a support and going back up. And now looks like it's trading above 138.52. So Google definitely looking strong and bullish for a move all the way up to 140 and then possibly up to even 143. Now to the downside, we have support 138.52, 137.39, and just below that, this big support down here around 135. On Tesla stock, it's up 0.46%, and just like I said last night, Tesla gets down to 262, and now there is a line with this orange line, 13 SMA, Tesla holding 262 as a support, and look at this move. So if you caught this dip today on Tesla, you did really well in the market, and you should be out of Tesla by end of the day because this thing ran all the way up to 267. So that was a good profit if we took it right here. But also keep that in mind. 262 on Tesla gives up. That will open the door to this gap 256.52, which is aligned with this white line 20 SMA. Now to the upside, 262 can hold on Tesla. The next stop 267 to 270 right here. Blue line 5 SMA, and above 270 you're going to see a quick trip up to 278 to 284 on Tesla. On Meta, it's up 0.83% after getting that bearish engulfing candle right here. So far, Meta is doing well, holding 300 as a support. And look at the move today, guys. Once again, this magnetic support on Meta holding 300 and going back up to 306, and now holding 5-day moving average right here, 5 SMA 305, and also above 300. So on a pullback tomorrow, you want to watch 305 and then 300, and only Meta breaks below 300, you're going to see a lot more selling all the way down to 290, 284, and then 276. To the upside, Meta can stay above 300, and now that it's holding 305, watch out for a move up to 312 and then 316 on Meta. On Microsoft, is absolutely flat on the day and going back up and closing right where we closed last night around 329, only down 0.12%, 41 cents on the day. Now, if you look at it, guys, not much happening. And also, I don't think Microsoft, we are going to see too much of a downside in the short term. And why? Look at this lower Bollinger Band again moving up. It was actually right here around 314, and within last 2 days or 3 days this thing moved up now close to 320. So even on a big pullback, you're going to see Microsoft holding right here around 319 to 320. We also have support around 316. Now to the upside, as you can see on my screen, going back up, and it was not able to actually break white line 20 SMA close to 330. So if you're a bull on Microsoft, you want to see Microsoft breaking above not only 330. Once we get above 330, we got all these moving averages right here. 13-day, 50-day, and 5-day moving average right here sitting at 332. So that needs to break also 330 and 332 above these levels. You're going to see Microsoft all the way up to 339 and then the gap above 345 until Microsoft gets that breakout above 330. This thing can come down and retest lower Bollinger Band as a support right down here close to 319. And that's all I have for you guys in this video. Thank you so much for watching.